Hello friends, I'm Mohnish and today we are going to learn about lights. What are lights in Carla Simulation? So lights, as we know, there are lights in our car, headlights, backlights, the inside lights, like the ones which are inside the car, the blinkers, like indicator lights, the left blinker, right blinker, which beep yellow when you take turns and all that. So we are going to have a look on all the lights in the Carla Simulation. So, have you got ready with the concept? No. So, what am I here for? So, let's get the concept ready with the code. And now, we imported few modules. So, like, mainly we are using them around each and every video. So, there's nothing to talk about this. We are getting the Carla EGG folder, and we are importing Carla from that folder and not using the module on Google. Like, if you're using that module, so might face errors as the the Kala in the which you have installed versus the Kala which is like this pip install. The versions may not match it, they are maybe not compatible. So we'll use the Kala from the EGG folder instead from the PL something, and now we'll get the actor display name. Like, okay, so what is this function? So we'll get back to this function in a while. And we are setting the active list, image width and image height, as we are using CV2 to get the image, like that video clip of that car going. Like, we'll not be looking at that much, but then also like just for fun, of course. And now we're getting all vehicles from that. We are setting a filter vehicles with star. So star means all. So if you use star in your file system or here also, so star means you'll get all the things in the vehicle class here. And we are starting a thread. Number of vehicles dot start. Okay, so what is this? What is it going to do? Whoa, 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 whoa. That's a long code. So let me explain it. And now, so we are setting a thread and we are calling this function every zero point 0.1 millisecond. So threads. What is a thread? So your thread, you may understand like Python executes a program line by line. Like you can call a function once at a time from a file in Python, but you want to call it multiple times in a second, in a millisecond, or anything. So threading is a process in which like your code is running sideways, but your function, irrespective of this execution of the code, will be running every zero point 0.1 millisecond. So that's where you use threadings. So we have of course imported a module threading, and we are setting the location like if len all vehicles is greater than one. So here we are getting the actors and we're filtering the vehicles. So here we are in a Kala world. So here, whatever vehicles are there, so all these vehicles will be termed as a vehicle in Kala. Like, I don't have any vehicles quite now, so I'll just spawn few. Okay, so where's the mouse? Like, wait, yes, so we got a mouse. So we just spawn few of them. So I'll just go to CD and I'll just go to my examples directory. Okay, so CD examples. So CD means change directory, and we have a file which is spawn npc and will spawn 50 vehicles. If you have not seen the arc parser video, so you can see this, so you can listen what is this model. And as we use this here, so we have to again use another terminal, like because this is already in use. Okay, so let's get back to Carla. So now, as you see cars here, here. So as these are vehicles, so the world.get function here. Okay, I always got it. Okay, so I lost a track of my mouse, so that's no problem. So it will get all the actors like, and it will filter the vehicles. So all the vehicles in the world will be stored in the all vehicles variable. So all the vehicles in one variable. So you get it? And if the length is greater than one, it means you have vehicles around you greater than one. So why are you keeping this one? So one will be your vehicle. So if you spawn your vehicle, so that's also an actor. So the length of the list will become 1 with index 0 for your vehicle. So we don't want to do all that stuff like what we are going to do if the length is just 1. But if the length is greater than 1, in this case, so we are going to do the stuff. So we're going to take the distance, lambda, we are creating a lambda function. It's like, it's not necessary, but lambda functions are just great to use. And then we are calling the method square root data x transform location dot location x. So transform location contains the get transform. So it's a function which gives you the location like dot location dot x, and we are exponential. So asterisk means exponent towards. So we are squaring that thing, and we are calling the data y and data z. So these are the x, y, z vectors in the plane, and we are calling the square root function. So in the Cartesian plane and all that. So it will give a estimation, approximation of the distance. We are not getting the actual distance. So this may help us to get approximation, and that's it. We are not getting any exact values. And these are bought. We are just naming a bought vehicles. And for each car in all vehicles. So it's a for loop. All vehicles are main list. We are getting each car or dot id is not equal to world dot id. So this is just a dummy line. You will say like car dot id can never be equal to world dot id, so it will run, of course. So we are getting the distance of the bought vehicles, and we are appending the distance to each car dot get location. So what is this? Like distance. So distance is our lambda function. So we are calling this lambda function. Each car dot get location is a parameter which you have given, and each car is what's happening here. So you see, lambda functions make it easier. Uh, so now let's close this terminal because it's not of much use, and we are going further in the code. So vehicle data is a dictionary, final vehicle data is a list, just defining them. And sorted vehicles. So sorted vehicles here is a sorted vehicle list according to the distances. So if something is near, it will be first in the list. If something is far, it will be far in the list. So we don't care about the things which are like 1 kilometer far or 2 billion kilometers far. We only care about the things which are like nearby. So we're just sorting the list to get ascending, descending order, whatever. And for distance of car, vehicle in sorted vehicles. So sorted vehicles is a dictionary. So if you see, it's a dictionary. So okay, so sorted get distance. So it's a list again. So wait, so it's a list. So for distance of car and vehicle in the sorted vehicles. So if the distance of the car is greater than 200, then we'll break. We don't want to do any stuff. We don't want to even look at that. But then also we are just following some things like we just get out of follow if it's greater than 200. We'll not even check what if it is. So this will be like a else of the for loop here. So we are just getting the actor name display function. So what's the actor here? So we'll just get the actor. So let's get to this function. So we are separating like join. We are joining through spaces, and actor is the parameter which is sent. So the parameter is sent here like here. Where is that? Vehicle. So vehicle is our uh vehicle is the parameter here. So how does a vehicle look like? Let me open the demo.txt to show you how vehicles in a Carla simulation store. So for example, if you are having a like vehicle, so first any vehicle will be stored in a vehicle class of the Carla. So from that vehicle, we have to for example, if I go to vehicle dot Audi dot Q3. So this is an example. It's not really vehicle dot Mustang and dot something 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 like. So this is how vehicle is stored. Like it's like the vehicle is a super class. Like Audi is like a sub like you can say it's a subfolder, like which has quite a few cars in it, and this is a specific car. So now you may also understand why is the indexing used here, like when you're spawning cars here. So you have seen, like I always use police zero, like this Carla Model 30. So I don't really much care about which car I spawn. I just want to spawn a car. So that's the thing. But here I'm spawning a police car, as we are studying about lights, like lights in the car. So police car has quite a lot of lights in it. So it will be good to explore the police car here. And then we are just vehicle data. We are setting the distance and vehicle name. We are this is the dictionary, and we are appending that into this list. So appending a dictionary into a list. So final vehicle result is a list of multiple dictionaries. So that's what, like, so I'll just type a comment. This is a list of dictionaries. Okay. So, and now for distance in meters, like in final result, so this is just a variable, you don't need to care about what variables you give. It can be X, Y, Z, I, J, anything. So from that we are getting the distance, because distance is meters. So here for loop here will contain the vehicle result, like for distance in meter in vehicle result. So what will it have? So distance in meter will be a dictionary from the list vehicle, this thing. So we are checking the distance greater than 6, less than 10, and then I don't know what we are printing, like it's empty statement. I'll just comment it. So, and we are just applying controls and all that stuff and all that. But if this thing is real close, so we'll get close call. The hand is very close, and we're going to apply control and all that. Handbrake equals to true and all that. But this is just a dummy code which I just explained. Like, this is not our main topic. So our main topic of discussion. So image is like, we'll get the image for CV2. This is the camera sensor. This is the main function which you're going to look for. So this like these both functions we covered in the Carla like camera sensors video. So you may check those videos. So you may get the uh, car control function now. So drop vehicle dot apply control, vehicle control, throttle 5. So what is throttle? Throttle is a velocity, it's a speed, and it can the value can vary from 0 to 1, no minus, no 2, no any integer. Okay, so that's the limitations. And yes, so this is how we are going to set the light state. Drop vehicle dot set light state. This is a function. So and we are going to set a Carla dot vehicle light state, Carla dot vehicle light state dot low beam. So here this can be caught like cut short as just dot low beam. So here I had used that, like here it's not necessary, but we have to use this here like color the vehicle light state. So when you want to on multiple lights, so this vehicle light state is for the whole thing. You see the parenthesis, like this one, purple one. So this vehicle light state applied for these both, like right blinker and low beam. So this is how you add lights to the car. Drop vehicle the vehicle dot set light state dot color dot vehicle light state dot low beam. So first you are going to give the car, then set light state function, and you are going to give color dot vehicle light state and the light you want. And if you want multiple lights, then you can use the syntax, and you can separate it using this symbol. So I don't know what you call it. So let's just check. Okay, what is this symbol called? Okay, so I don't think like we can find much here. So let's get back to our topic. So we are just giving a throttle and we are setting a low beam. Then we are trying to steer right. So steer having a positive value is towards right. Negative value is left. Always remember that. Keep that in your brains. And of course, you can keep it better than mine. I know that. And now you're setting the right blinker because we're turning right. And of course, we want the low light. And we are setting some sleep timer. And we are applying control for zero point 0.7 and vehicle light state dot all. So it will all this all the lights in the car are like that car. So let's get through some paint here. Uh, I'll just open paint. So let's get some drawings. So here I'll just take this pencil or anything. And now, for example, this thing is our car. So this car will have some left blinkers, right blinkers, the front light which is known as low beam, and the back lights. So backlights which we call brake. So these can be attributed as brake, capital B R A K E, brake. These are called low beam, low. I'm very sorry about the handwriting, but that's the best I can do with my mouse. So low beam and this, like these things are left blinkers. These are blinkers, and we have an inside light which is called inner light and all that. So these are the main lights, like which we can see in a car, and of course in a Carla car too. So let's get going. And we are just trying to connect. We are calling the police car because it has so many lights to see. It's going to be interesting. And then we are setting the simulator camera and all the same story. But now we are calling the number of vehicle function, car control function. So number of vehicle function is just a fancy function, like which you may think I called to teach you something apart from this light things, because light thing is so small, like it's a small topic. And now, what are you waiting for? Let's run the code. Wait, I'll just go to a terminal. Like Visual Studio Terminal is great, like using terminal from there, but using CMD has a different feeling. Let's go. Let's get off my screen, and now I'll make this like this. Okay, so I'm done. So I'll just okay. I have my color running, so that's great. CD. Okay, now CD Windows no editor and CD Python API. So now we'll go to examples, not the project folder. Now examples, and now we are going to use a file which is dynamic method. So dynamic method.py. So speed equals 10. So this is something new, I think. Okay. Okay, I did not activate the Kala. So conda activate. So this is a virtual environment of my from Conda, which is using 3.7 Python version. So you may download it. It is good. So now you see. So now everything happening here will be at a speed of 10. You see that it started raining and all that stuff. It's so fast. See the sun. So you see the sun going fast and you see it's all happening in front of your eyes. So I'll just get through this. I'll just copy this location just till here and I'll just open one. Okay, I'll just do cd this directly now. We're going to spawn some vehicles. Examples and Python spawn NPC and 50. So okay, conda is like annoying to always activate Kala. I have you there. So when I like do coding myself, I just use this because Visual Studio does everything to me. Okay, so activate wait Kala. Okay, so okay now let's quickly run this and now open one more new terminal and home series. Okay, so now cd project code and now we are going to run our main python.py like Python file. So what was project 213.py? Now let's see. Oh, okay. I have to import Carla here also. Okay, Conda. Okay, Conda. Activate Carla. So this is kind of annoying now. Like activating Carla in all CMDs. So now let's get going. You see the night is coming. So where's our car? Where's our car? You see this is the car. You see that light? That's the light. Yes. Yes, and this is all the lights. So according to our code, first it will go straight a little bit and then it will turn right with the right blinker and then it will all the lights. You see, so this is the brake and this will have a fancy name of course, like, and you see there's a light inside also if you can't see, and you have the front lights, the left blinkers. Okay, so you see there's a left blinker here. Okay, you see here you have a left blinker which is white and inside you have a yellow light. So okay, as now it's morning, so you can't see the light maybe, and now let's just do control C. Okay, I understand that was a for loop, like it was a thread, so you may get like this command and all that, so don't be scared. So in the morning you quite can't distinguish the lights on and off. So now you see it's evening, you see the lights, and now you saw the right blinker. Did you see the right blinker? Like if you have not seen this reminder video, see it. So you see color or lights make the car so realistic. And what about the things like this car is looking crazy? And now you got to hack the YouTube algorithm today. Like this video, subscribe this channel, share this, and let this knowledge flow into everyone. Thank you friends for watching this video. Take care. Goodbye.